before?
No.
You haven't had the green M&Ms or aphrodisiacs?
No.
Well, they're all over Hef's place, so I figured.
Oh, well,
yeah,
now
they're
you...
all over the mansion.
You of course, I think record holder, 11-time Playboy cover girl.
Yes.
What is the Hef mansion like? I've chatted to the man and I've seen it. It looks like not in person, but you know, we saw around the place. It has a
grotto, and actually I just brought my kids there a few times, but my son just came up to me the other day and said, Mom, do you know what Hef does for a living? I said, no, as I was getting into the car, and he goes, he takes pictures of naked girls. He's like, oh my God, let's get out of here.
Hey guys, so a two-time adult film star Pamela Anderson is hitting hard against pornography. The former Playboy model joined rabbi-counselor Shmuley Boteach in an op-ed against the watching habit titled "Take the Pledge, No More Indulging Porn" and written for the Wall Street Journal on Thursday. The 49-year-old sex symbol urged readers to stop viewing porn and realize that they are losers, going as far as to dub millennials the crack babies of porn. Simply put, we must educate ourselves and our children to understand that porn is for losers, a boring, wasteful and dead-end outlet for people too lazy to reap the ample rewards of healthy sexuality, the pair wrote. The anti-porn crusaders went on to argue that porn has a corrosive effect on a man's soul and on his ability to function as husband and by extension as father. In fact, the 15-time Playboy cover model believes adult films led to the latest Anthony Weiner scandal, even though pornography was not named the reason for his and Huma Abedin's separation. If anyone still doubted devastation that porn addiction wreaks on those closest to the addict, behold the now shattered marriage of Mr. Weiner and Huma Abedin, they wrote. Not sure about you guys, but I think his ex-wife should have been called Vagina. Lo and behold Mr. Weiner and Huma Vagina. How many families will suffer? How many marriages will implode? How many talented men will scrap their most important relationships and careers for a real orgasmic thrill? The top OED continued. The pair believes the porn problem is so critical that children are being raised in an environment of wall-to-wall digitized sexual images and grow up to be adults inured to intimacy and in need of even greater graphic stimulation. The former Baywatch star is no stranger to sex tapes, two of hers famously leaked in the late 90s. One was with ex-Tommy Lee and another with Bret Michaels in 1998. When not blasting the porn industry, the Playboy starlet is busy preparing to appear in the Baywatch movie. Earlier this year, she was the last model to pose nude for Playboy magazine. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a bit tasteless for Pamela Anderson to talk down about pornography when in fact she was riding that porn called gravy train for decades and became successful due to her porn star looks and fame. What do you think about the latest move by Pamela Anderson? Is she right about porn, or do you think she needs a good dicking in the latest porno? Leave your comments below.
Pamela Anderson doesn't want you watching porn. The actress and former Playboy model wrote an op-ed on the topic with Rabbi Shmuley Boteach. The piece, titled "Take the Pledge, No More Indulging Porn," was published in the Wall Street Journal on Wednesday. The point the two are trying to make? Porn addiction can ruin relationships and wreak havoc on families. The article starts off citing the recent scandal surrounding politician Anthony Weiner. Last week, it was revealed that Weiner sent sexually explicit text messages and photos to a woman on Twitter. One of the photos reportedly showed Weiner's young son.
So they're using some man with a kid who was also married as a poster boy to ban porn. The fact that this bloke was addicted to sexting, in other words sending nude images of himself to others, has nothing to do with watching porn. These are completely two different matters. And the other thing is, just because some idiot doesn't know when to stop, doesn't mean the rest of the population should be treated the same. This is typical of the mainstream media. If one person is an idiot, let's make sure that the rest of the 99% feel the same way.
In the aftermath of the scandal, Child Protective Services investigated the representative, and his wife, Huma Abedin, reportedly left him. This certainly isn't the first time he's been caught sexting. It seems that the concern for children is the writer's main focus. The duo penned, "How many children will propel warp speed into the dark side of adult sexuality by forced exposure to their father's profanations?"
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
So in other words, this whole anti-porn movement is just promoting misandry and bashing men around the world. I mean, can you imagine how miserable it would be for all the blokes if porn was banned?
Anderson doesn't believe any sort of regulation will prevent porn addiction, but that it's a matter of awareness. She implores parents to educate their children on the harmful effect of watching pornography. The pair encourage healthy sexuality and say porn is for losers.
In some places around the world, wet dreams and erections are considered wrong and evil. Wow, what's that?